Brady, I'm going to tell you a story about how I started to play football.
That's the friendly voice of Cowboys cornerback Jourdan Lewis, number 27 in your program. He was drafted by the Cowboys in 2017 out of the University of Michigan, where he was an All-American and first-team All-Big Ten in both his junior and his senior year. He grew up in Detroit.
I was about 4 or 5. I was jumping over the couches and stuff like that.
Notice the distinction here, if you will. He was jumping over the couches. You and I were jumping on them.
We didn't have a car at the time. So, we were pretty much stationary. We would walk back and forth to school and stuff like that.
Jourdan lived as a young boy on the east side of downtown Detroit, Michigan, with his mother Linda and his sister Cameron. They didn't have much but each other. But Jourdan was a happy, eager kid who was busting at the seams to go be an athlete. But how are they going to get there?
My first time ever playing organized football, my mom and my sister, they walked me to the place to actually play organized football. I played for the Roseville Broncos. It's probably like a mile and a half away. So we walked from home to practice.
Linda Lewis grabbed Jourdan and Cameron, and they took a nice long family walk to the schoolyard about a mile and a half away to see about the Roosevelt Broncos Pee Wee football team.
We walked up to the place. I saw helmets and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm about to play football for the first time.
If you're a kid who loves football, then walking up to a schoolyard full of helmets and pads, it's Christmas without the tree.
My mom and my sister would sit in the car, just watch me practice all of this games every single day.
Linda Lewis was committed to her kids, and with young Jourdan obsessed with football and practicing every day as a kid, his mom found transportation and got Jourdan to practice. And his sister, she was there too, every day.
My mom was a special education teacher, so she was always patient with us. She taught us how to be patient, understand what you got to do, how to solve your problems.
Teachers, I find, are special, wonderful people. So Linda getting a car and taking Jourdan to practice every day, I can understand. But his sister is even younger than he is. How is she okay with life in the car while her big brother practices football?
At an early age, me and my sister was really tight, and I understood that I needed her, and she understood that she needed me.
Living with less than most, Jourdan and Cameron could either be a pain in each other's butt, like many brothers and sisters, or they could love and root for each other. Linda Lewis taught love and patience. Now, how's Jourdan's football career coming along?
Before there was a draft, you could size up a Cowboy by 3 simple factors: the crease in his hat, the bend of his brim, and his unbending attitude. A man's Stetson didn't just protect him from what life threw at him, it projected a rugged, unstoppable spirit. Stetson hats are still American-made with pride right here in Texas. They're still the unofficial crown of all self-respecting Cowboys, and Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find a retailer nearest you at stetson.com/Cowboys.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
As I got to 7th grade, the league that I was in, it was okay. My cousins was giving me a hard time about playing against the competition I was playing against, and I'm just like, I want to go to the best league then.
Jourdan was getting good at football, but with family all over Detroit, he was quickly reminded that maybe the quality of football was better on the west side than the east side where he and his family lived.
My older cousins, they would tell me like, yeah, you're not that good. You playing with kids not on their talent level. And my mom's like, okay, we'll show y'all. And then I told my mom, yeah.
Mom said that?
Yeah, she was just like, let's do something that'll test it.
Linda Lewis had been watching Jourdan play football since he was 5. She knew he was good, and she had his back. Pretty cool. So let's test it.
7th grade, I didn't play. Everybody was so fast, I didn't play.
Uh-oh, his cousins may have been right. From east side football to west side football was a whole different animal. And Linda Lewis was getting her kid to the other side of Detroit to take on the competition. So now what, Jourdan?
I got to put some more work in. So I ran track that year. And the following year, I was the starting tailback. That was really a big moment for me where I was like, I can actually do this.
Remember that part about special education teacher Linda teaching Jourdan and his sister how to overcome their problems? Jourdan didn't shrink from the competition. He went to work and found a way to tap into all those athletic skills and that speed. Just when his confidence was soaring, the competition found a loophole.
Everybody was reclassifying. Everybody was going a grade back.
We haven't mentioned it yet because it hadn't mattered to this point, but Jourdan Lewis was always a bit small. He was fast and he was tough, but he was small. It was something that he'd just always lived with. But now the other great middle school athletes all around him were finding a way to give themselves another year to grow and get bigger and better. Reclassifying in school is meant to help kids who are struggling with their classes have a year to mature and to catch up. But it was being abused by schools and families who were looking to get their kids into position to play sports at the highest levels.
I'm small, I'm little, I'm going into high school, and I'm just like, Mom, can I reclassify? Because, I'm thinking like I wasn't ready for it. We're not never doing that.
Do you remember that tender age of 13 or 14, how much your friends and family could influence you or throw you off with just a single comment? Jourdan had been raised to overcome, but his lack of size, at least for a moment, had him feeling like he wasn't enough. His mom quickly squashed that notion. Besides, there were bigger fish to fry. His mom was working, and he and his sister's schedules were full. They had to figure out this whole transportation issue.
Sometimes we didn't have a car. Sometimes she was at work. We had to find another way, to get to school. So public transportation was the way.
Time for Jourdan and Cameron to begin to really grow up and take responsibility for getting themselves where they needed to be. School, football, cheerleading practice, whatever it was, they needed to learn self-sufficiency. And they needed to learn it together.
That's when we first got into our routine. That's why I found the grind, honestly. If you still understand mentally, this is the process.
The grind, oftentimes an athlete's description of what it takes to get an education and play sports at the highest level. Linda Lewis had shown Jourdan and Cameron how to grind, and to be patient, and to make the most out of every opportunity. But Jourdan was the oldest. The grind might be a bit much for Cameron.
My sister was scared the first time. She didn't understand how to take it, so sometimes I'd be late to school trying to take her to middle school. It made us better. It made us well-rounded.
Jourdan had a good sister, and Cameron had a good brother too. Family and cooperation and love, and then the grind. Realizing that you can do what you need to do for yourself. Jourdan is also becoming a big-time football talent. My question is anyone looking ahead when it comes to a career in football?
We never talked about it. She took it one step at a time. We just put our blinders on and just kept going on and kept progressing every level.
So like many well-grounded but financially challenged families, the Lewises just kept putting one foot in front of the other. But so much of this has been about Jourdan and allowing him to become the best athlete he could be. How did he convince his sister to give up so much?
She loved her older brother. She just loved being around me. She loved to see me happy.
A tight-knit family that had watched their mom offer up everything she had to make them confident and capable produced a loving brother and a loving sister.
A lot of people don't understand the bond. They've been through so much with me and I've been so much with them. To see this stuff prospering is just amazing.
Jourdan and his mom are very close. I got to see it up close and personal one day last year when he did my ESPN radio show with me. He brought Linda to the show, and with a bright smile, he introduced me, "Brady, this is my mom, Linda." I could see the bond immediately. What a cool family.
I just appreciate them because if my sister didn't have patience, my mom didn't have patience, I honestly probably wouldn't be here.
Linda Lewis is a special education teacher and clearly a special mother. Cameron Lewis is the sister that we all want and need. They're a special unit, these three.
Even though we had little to nothing. She made sure that we had a roof over our heads. We knew that we can do whatever we want to do.
That feeling as a child that our family supports us and will go the extra mile to make sure we have every chance at happiness. At some point you realize that your family is why you made it. In Jourdan's case, Linda and Cameron were perfect.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. Before you can park yourself in front of the game, park yourself in a John Deere and power through your chores. Our Land Run package is a 1025R, 25 horsepower tractor with a loader, rotary cutter, and a box blade for $229 a month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay, no surprises. So don't miss another kickoff.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now let's get to work.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
New Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. You deserve it.
I do deserve that.
You deserve decadent flavor without sugar. And a day at the beach without sand getting everywhere. And a relaxing bath that your children don't interrupt.
I deserve all that?
It's really just a visual metaphor for Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Everything you want, nothing you don't.
A visual metaphor on the radio. I do deserve that.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. The zero you deserve is finally here.
Before there was a draft, you could size up a Cowboy by 3 simple factors: the crease in his hat, the bend of his brim, and his unbending attitude. A man's Stetson didn't just protect him from what life threw at him, it projected a rugged, unstoppable spirit. Stetson hats are still American-made with pride right here in Texas. They're still the unofficial crown of all self-respecting Cowboys, and Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find a retailer nearest you at stetson.com/Cowboys.
At the end of the day, this is her and my sister's success. Without them, it definitely wouldn't be me.
Jourdan is a good son and a good brother. He was raised right, and he never lost sight of who made all this possible. So, what does a good son do for his mom and sister when he makes it to the league?
I told her I'm gonna get her a house. She went on looking for the realtor, all of that. She did it.
Linda raised an appreciative son, and he bought her a house. But make no mistake, Linda took charge of this project and got the house she wanted. And by the way, where is this house?
Detroit. It's around the same neighborhood that we grew up in. It's like a gated community though, so it's kind of crazy. Like, we grew up outside of the gated community, but it's in the same neighborhood.
You can hear the trail off there in Jourdan's voice. He bought his mom a house in Detroit inside the gated community that he and his sister had clearly lived outside of when they were growing up. Hey Jourdan, do you ever just sit down with Cameron and tell her how much you appreciate what she gave up for you?
Yeah, all the time. I tell her, I love her to death. It's amazing. A lot of people would never do that. A lot of people are jealous-hearted. A lot of people would be, just frustrated and mad, but, you never saw that with her.
All of this story contains so much love. It lifts me up. It really does. Why did love just permeate everything that your family did, Jourdan?
I don't know. We had a great mother. She understood, what we needed. She understood how to take care of us, and she understood that we needed each other.
Linda Lewis was a special bird, as someone in my family used to say. She still is.
Honestly, it was from God, divine intervention, telling you this is how we're gonna get out of this situation. So it's definitely a blessing. It's definitely amazing to see where it got us.
Jourdan Lewis is always bringing up his family and that they are his heart. Thanks for sharing, Jourdan. But I can't let you get away without asking you about this new defense. Jourdan Lewis got here in 2017. Rod Marinelli was his defensive coordinator, and he had a very traditional, safe way of playing in the secondary. He added Chris Richard in 2019, and he thought Jourdan was too small, and then they were all gone, and Mike Nolan was the man. But that lasted a year, and now, finally, for Jourdan and all of us, Dan Quinn, Joe Witt, and Al Harris have this secondary looking to make plays, and they are flourishing. So what's the key here, Jourdan?
Coach Dan Quinn, honestly, he has a system to where he gets playmakers to the ball. We're a tribe. We got to go out there no matter what happens. Young, old, we got to go out there and perform if you're on that field.
Dan Quinn came in here and made the call to keep Jourdan Lewis this year, 3 years and $16.5 million, plus a new system that he brought that finally plays football like Jourdan Lewis was born to play football. But why did everyone buy in this year, Jourdan?
We just came together in OTAs and said, you know, this is what we want to do as a defense. And I mean, all of our personalities just gelled at that point. High character guys and guys that can go out there and play. It's a good thing, good combination of things.
That new contract and Dan Quinn's view of how to best use this multitude of talent the Cowboys have amassed in the secondary have helped Jourdan take the next step in his career. It has to make you better going against this group of wide receivers too, huh?
Oh my God, we got the best crew in football. So when you go up against those guys one-on-ones, you got the ultimate preparation. CD Lamb, Amari, everybody, all of those guys from front to back, those guys can get it done.
I think we all agree. Amari Cooper, CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, and now this kid Wilson, plus two-headed monsters at tight end and running back. Practice against those guys will make you better, or it will break your spirit. We've seen it's not the latter for Jourdan and his mates in the secondary. But the guy everyone is seeing right now is Diggs. Are you surprised?
He's been a ball hawk since he's been here. I mean, he dropped like 7 last year. He has amazing instincts. He understands the game, and he believes what he sees.
Amazingly, Jourdan Lewis is now one of the old heads on this defense, and he is flourishing under his new role with Dan Quinn and all those guys helping out in the secondary. This defense now plays, as we've all noticed, unafraid. It's fun to watch. Thank you, Jourdan Lewis, for sharing your story about you and Linda and Cameron and telling us about your Cowboy life.